teenagers feel among the most under pressure in the country, with almost 60% so they feel the need to sacrifice hobbies and socialising in order to study more. What's more, only 1 in 10 think being happy is more important than exam results. That's according to the National Citizen Service Trust. And to discuss this now we have Natasha Kizzy from the NCS and Karel Orban, who knows all about this as she's a Year 13 pupil at the Brit School. Let's start with you, Karel. Tell us, what is the experience like for you, and how have you been struggling to juggle all the issues that a modern teenager has to face?
The experience has been hard, really. Like, I remember in Year 11, I literally didn't want to socialise with anyone. I wanted to revise and focus so much. And I realised by the end of it, I was missing out on meeting people and having all those memories you can to take along with you to college.
Natasha, you know, you're not only just missing out on meeting other people, you're missing out on social skills there, presumably, as well, that are vital if you're going to succeed as an adult in the world.
Right, exactly. And I think it's important that parents of teenagers who are going into Year 11 and Year 12 know that actually business leaders are saying that, 7 out of 10 business leaders are telling us that they're finding younger employees are lacking some of those skills in teamwork and prioritisation, time management. So actually it's really important, and they're calling for teenagers to develop those skills before they leave the education system and go into the work environment, which is why National Citizen Service is a great programme for parents to be able to think about discussing with their teenager.
Karel, you talked about pressure there. Do you think the pressure for your peer group comes from yourself, from parents, from schools? Where do you think it comes from?
I think it all comes from the pressure of our parents want to be proud of us and get the high grades, and also from the messages teachers give us in school that say you have to get this grade if you want to do this in your life.
And that's a big issue as well, because you're driving a generation into a difficult path to get out on, Natasha.
Right, and sometimes exams can feel like the be-all and end-all, and if you don't succeed, then what am I going to do with my life? Whereas actually, the important message here is to know that actually achieving that work-life balance is really important, because that's what's going to set you up to be more resilient and actually more employable in the future.
And how are you trying to do that? Well, I mean, what are your hobbies outside, and how are you trying to get those in so you can unwind after stressful school time?
Well, outside school, I really like doing photography, and I'm hoping to pursue it in my career. But however, I'm finding it quite hard to do in Year 13, as there's so much to do, such as UCAS applications, improving your grades, and just trying to build memories with people before you leave college.
So, I mean, Natasha, finally, the advice really must go wide. It's not just parents. You've got to be speaking to schools and pupils. It has to be a whole change, I thought.
Right, but I think, go onto the ncsyes.co.uk site, find out a little bit more about tips and advice for parents that we've listed out there, and how to participate in the autumn programme as well.
Natasha Kizzy from the NCS and Karel Orban, thank you so much for sharing your story with us this evening.